guys, it's Machaela and welcome back to my channel and welcome to a tutorial featuring the look I'm wearing today. I wore this look when I was filming both my Makeup Monthly and my 2 Project Pan updates for the month, and it was actually requested that I recreate this look. In that look, I did use the Urban Decay Born to Run palette, which was discontinued, so I went ahead and recreated it using a combination of palettes that are still on the market. So I'm going to go ahead and just walk you through what I did today. I am doing this voiceover style, so hopefully my voice matches up with where I'm at in the tutorial. I'm going to try my best to make it all work, but if you do want to see how I created this eye look here, just keep on watching. So I started priming my eyes with the Gerard Cosmetics eyeshadow primer, and then I set it with just one of the eyeshadows in my Project Pan. It's the Urban Decay Naked 3 Strange eyeshadow. I just wanted to just use that to prime, set, get the eyeshadow situated so I've got a good clean base to blend. But the majority of my eyeshadows was actually from the Urban Decay Naked Heat palette, which is still available. I went ahead and started with the shade Low Blow. I started with the shade Low Blow in my crease as my initial transition shade. And after that, I went ahead and went in with Cayenne, kind of on the outer V, on the outer kind of lid portion, followed by the shade in Fuego. And as you can see in the B-roll, I did a lot of blending, a lot of going back and forth, just taking your time, get the blend where it needed to be, and really that's just kind of the key to this look here. It's a very smoky eye. And then of course I would go back into Low Blow quite a few times to just, again, soften up the look. And from there, I ended up using the Morphe 18A palette for the black. You don't need this palette, just grab a black eyeshadow in your collection, but I ended up going in with the shade Sold Out. Again, this eyeshadow palette is not necessary, just find a black eyeshadow in your collection somewhere. This was just the eyeshadow palette I had out, so it was just the easiest thing for me to reach for. But taking that in, and this is where the trick comes in, because black eyeshadows can be very tricky to work with. I personally don't like wearing black eyeshadow that often, so when it came on, it looked a little crazy, and this is kind of where you have to trust the process a little bit. But I tapped it on my outer V, and then I really blended it out, and this again is where the blending came in. I went back into my Naked Heat palette, back in with the shade Low Blow to try and soften and blend out that crease, and then I went back in with the shade Cayenne, again trying to soften out that black, and in Fuego as well to try and soften all of that out, make the blend work together. And I just went in and kind of went a little bit crazy with the blending, and I did not add any additional product, and I really like the way it turned out. Again, intensify certain eyeshadows as needed, soften as needed, kind of to where you find your sweet spot. And again, trust the process, because the look right now is going to look absolutely crazy. But the next step is kind of where the magic happens a little bit. I took my Bobbi Brown eyeshadow stick in the shade Ombre Cream. Is that the shade? Yep. Ombre Cream. And I actually use that to kind of cut my crease as a main base. And this is where I kind of feel like you kind of get the pizzazz, the eyeshadow look. Now, if you want to, you can skip this step. It is not, I feel like, not absolutely necessary for the look. However, I just love the way it shapes the look, it forms the look together, and I just love the overall effect it has on the look. After that, I went in with my finger, and I went in with this shade Scorched to kind of blend Cayenne and the other outer V shades in with the lid. So I started with the shade Scorched, just kind of popped at that on the center of the eye, and then I went in with the shade Lumbre to go over pretty much the rest of the island with the exception of the inner corner. But I feel like this is where the look really got the dimension that I wanted. And I took the Anastasia Norvina palette here. Again, this one is optional. Find like a champagne-y kind of golden-y color. This is just the eyeshadow palette I had out, but this is not absolutely necessary. And I went in with the shade Dreamer, and I put that on the inner corner, but I kind of blended it up into the crease to kind of just shape that eye a little bit more. So this was my inner corner slash kind of overlapping the reds there a little bit, going on top of the eyeshadow stick. And again, this shade is optional. If you have the Bobbi Brown eyeshadow stick and you want to use that champagne color, just take that eyeshadow stick, or really any color eyeshadow stick. You really just need a champagne color for this step. But taking that and just popping that in the inner corner and then just kind of drawing a little line up. For my eye shape, that's what I like. Again, go with what you feel best for your eye shape. But that's how I kind of got the total effect of the eyes. I went off camera, did the other eye, and then I actually went back. There are a couple of different optional steps here. I did this a couple of different ways this week, but when I came back, I had my face and makeup on and I went to the lower lash line, and all I used was the Bobbi Brown eyeshadow stick to just draw it on. If you do not have the eyeshadow stick, again, take your champagne shade and just take that all over the lower lash line. Now later what I did was I actually went ahead, because I find that I needed a little bit of like some of the, like some of the upper eyeshadows on the lower lash line a little bit. So I went back in with the shades Cayenne and In Fuego just on a smudger brush, and I later, this is not shown on camera, but I later just kind of put them on the outer third of the lower lash line just to round it out again a little bit. And you can even go back in with your black and do that as well. So that's the tutorial. I hope that what I'm saying does line up with the way it's being showed on camera. If not, I apologize. It's just kind of the way the video ended up coming about today. I'm just trying to make something new work here, so hopefully it works out. If not, I will try to refilm it where I can just talk straight through the tutorial. But anyway, if you are new here, welcome to my channel. I do videos focusing on beauty and lifestyle, and my goal on this platform is to share my love for beauty as well as my love for Jesus Christ as my Lord and Savior. And I am currently pregnant, and I've got a lot of content on my channel already featuring this pregnancy, as well as more content to come. So if that's all what you're into, hit that subscribe button. But if not, but you still want to stick around, I would love to have you hit that subscribe button, and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.